Welcome to Paris International Show. My name is Austin James. Today we shall be discussing on the topic on we have phonetics today. The topic how to speak very effectively. And then firstly I would like to say this. As you're watching, share the videos, subscribe, share the videos to all your neighbors, your colleagues, your church members, subscribe. Right, and then that's it. We also handle seminars in different organizations, schools, companies, stuff like that. And then we handle different seminars and we train professionals on this. So the topic today is how, and my phone number, beg your pardon, 0803 265 0353. How to speak very effectively. If you speak whatever language you speak, you don't pronounce the language words correctly, you cannot speak in the language. You speak the language, but you're not speaking the language at the same time. How? I will explain to you. When we say how to speak very effectively, it means that you've spoken already, but to make it very effectively, that's where you get the real English language words pronunciation. Okay, for example, we have the words, or the vowels, the 12 pure vowels, the 80 sounds. I have 24 consonants, totally making it what? 44 sound segments in English language. Alright, but if you think that the vowels we have are all about this, right? Perhaps some have this in addition. Fine then. But if you only know these ones here, you never know how to transcribe words like this. Then if you don't know how to transcribe words like this, it means you cannot speak effectively. How? This is a vowel, but it's not abundant here. This is a vowel, but it's not a vowel. So if you say we have 5 vowels, some say 6 vowels now, therefore means that you have no clear idea the meaning of the word vowel. A vowel is a word, I beg your pardon, a vowel is a sound produced without any absorption of airstream. It can also be defined as a sound produced with a free flow of airstream. And we have 20 vowels and 24 consonants. So if you think that the vowels that we have only there's 6, some say 5, some say 6, it means wrong because these ones here are not vowels. These ones here are vowel letters. They are vowel letters. Previously, guess that we have 5 vowel letters, or some call it vowels. A, E, O, U. Letter A, letter E, letter I, letter O, and letter U. Now they realize that this one is also a vowel. At the same time, it's a consonant. How? Watch it. So this is a consonant. This one here is a consonant. This one here is used as a consonant here. How? We have let me explain it further. We have like this. So these are the semi-vowels in English. Semi-vowels. Now the semi-vowels here, this one you use as this letter Y, this spelling symbol. This letter Y is the spelling symbol to this one. That is the reason if you use letter Y here, this one represents letter Y in here. And then this one here gives the oo sound here. And the oo sound is not here. We have oo. We have oo. The short oo and the long oo sound. Right? Short vowel oo and the long vowel oo sound. They're not among them. So if you say we have 5 vowels, you mention this. What about these ones? What about this one? What about this one here? And what about this one here? What about this one here? What about this one here? Right? Okay, so what about this one here? What about this one here? What about this one here? And many of them. You see? So, these ones here are vowel letters, not vowels. They give birth to this one here. One of the previous classes, I told you how they arrive on these ones. So now, we move on. So we have A, E, I, O, U. And this one maybe I or E as the case may be. For example, as in body. Right? Then as in maybe try. This one here gives us E sound here. While this one here gives us I sound here, and then diphthong. So that is the reason it's used here. But to look at it, it's also a consonant. That's why it's called semi-vowels. Among the 24 consonants, 2 of them are used as semi-vowels. Why? Why do we have them as semi-vowels? It's because, beg your pardon, the first one here, which is ye, in the production of the sound, you realize that there's a vowel sound coming in there, trying to use the word ye. For example, ew, there's a little e sound that precedes, that comes first, that precedes before the other sound, which is oo. So ew. So a little e sound there. Yellow. There's a little e sound there that comes during the production of, I have to go slowly. During the production of this consonant, ew, there's a little e sound there. So there's a little e sound. Now this one we have we. So that this is a consonant, and it especially has what? A vowel, because there's a little e sound. That's a vowel sound. Now this one is we. You want to pronounce a word like so if you try to pronounce a word like woman, people wrongly say woman, which is wrong. It's woman. Why this one is woman. Then the next one here is women, not women. Women, woman. the schwa sound. That is one of the 12 pure vowels that's known as the schwa. It's a vowel sound, right? It's a vowel sound that whose syllable is not stressed. It's a vowel sound whose syllable is not stressed, and it represents a weak form of vowel in English language. It comes in there. Okay. Now this one, women wrong English, women correct English. That's it. Alright, so we move on. That's the reason this one too is also a semi-vowel, because trying to say woman, there's a little oo sound there. Trying to say it again, woman, there is what? A little oo sound there. Someone provokes you, you try to say, what? There's a little oo sound there. So this one here carries partially E sound. This consonant, this one carries partially O sound. That is the reason the two consonants here are regarded as semi-vowels. But in this case, it's regarded as a vowel, seeing it's being mixed. Alright? It's being used among the other 5 vowels. It's being regarded as a vowel there. But in some cases, depending on the kind of word, it will be used as consonants. Alright, fine. If you speak English language, you speak English without recognizing the use of the short and long vowel sounds, you're not speaking English. Apart from making the vowels short or long, you should also know how to pronounce the vowels properly. Because sometimes the vowel may be short or maybe long, but the pronunciation is not, exactly the way it is supposed to be. So, in that case, I'll prove to you something here. For example, we have a word like this. This vowel here. Firstly, I think I have to bring out the 12 pure vowels. Right? The 12 pure vowels don't mind this stuff. My line, anyway, I tried anyway. So the 12 pure vowels, otherwise known as monophthongs. So we have them here as in a sentence like this, for example, now this word is pronounced as E sound, the vowel here rather, the long vowel E sound is pronounced as E. Now this is short vowel one. This is long and the short. The short and the long. The E, E. Now this is A and A, O and O, U and U. Then this one R, E. So apart from vowel number 3, 10, 11, and 12, the rest of them are relatives. Excuse me. You can say, he is my relative. He is my relation. The English is still correct. That reminds me, I think I need to pause here for a short while and tell you things you need to know. He is my relative. He is my relation. The English is still correct. Alright, now we go more. You can say the word, for example, either is correct. Either is correct. Either is correct. Either is correct. Neither is correct. Neither is correct. Director is correct. Director is correct. Director is correct. Medicine is correct. Medicine is correct. So the other words you can pronounce either this way or the other way. Often is correct. Often is correct. But in the case like the word listen is wrong, it's listen. So that's it. Alright. For example, using the long vowel E sound. Using the long vowel E sound we have here. Let me make a sentence that I like using most times. Okay. You see? Now, using the long vowel E sound here, using the long vowel E sound in a sentence. Alright, watch it. Now, see, this letter E here will give you E sound, not E. So you don't say E, you say what? E. Now, this word here we have pig, not pick. How? Whenever I have a word like this, we have a word like this is a sachet, not sachet. A sachet of pig milk. Now this one, I need the toothpick, not need, need. Excuse me. So I need a toothpick. So you need, whenever you have double letter E in English word, it will give you the long vowel E sound. It will give you the long vowel E sound. Alright, so that's it. Now, the E, A, can be used as A in some cases. For example, the word like head. Bread. You see? Head, E-A, gives you a sound. Bread, E-A, gives you a sound. But in some cases, the E-A gives it sound, E sound. If you remove this letter B, you see, you remove the letter B from bread to remain R-E-A-D, R-E-A-D, and that turns it to what? E sound. The same letter E and A will give you A here. Head here is here now as what? E. For example, I want to read, not I want to read. Read is pronounced like this. It's written. Read is written like this. So read. It means, for example, get rid of it. It means to do away with something. Do away with it. It means get rid of it. Get rid of it. So that's it. Okay, we move on. Look at it again. We move on. Yes. So what I'm saying is that, come down to this. Using the long vowel E sound. Where I underline the letter or letters, you pronounce the word in accordance to the sounds of the letters. Right, that follows. For example, she, not like this. She picked up the cake. She picked up the cake and the pig milk from the field for the people. No. She picked up the cake and the pig milk from the field for the people. No. It's like this. She picked up, or excuse me. Yeah, thank you. Now, she picked up. She. Alright. She picked up the key and the pig milk from the field for the people. She picked up the key and the pig milk from the field for the people. You see, it gives the English so accurate. Is it perfect? She picked up the key. She picked up. This is not up. It's pronounced as up. So she picked up the key and the pig milk from the field for the people. This is not people. It's people. Right? So that is it. So when you speak like that, it's very clear. Now we have what they call liquid. Liquid. You apply more liquid when you speak in it, right? But in a case like this, whereby you're teaching many people watching you, you adjust the liquid. So I pray to be able to adjust the liquid, just like I'm doing now. Well, if I want to add the liquid more, it will be like this. She picked up the key and the pig milk from the field for the people. She picked up the key and the pig milk. She picked up the key and the pig milk that way instead of some her. You love it. Sounds nice. Maybe to you too comfortable with that, but it's okay. Maybe I'll do it that way, but that's it. Now I would like to, in this process, I would like to call. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'd like to call on one of my students I've taught. I have a center at Alacton Letters Base. I train children from a temporary center at Alacton Letters Base, precisely Letters Base, Alacton in Lekki. Alright, so we just off Mobile Road in Lekki. So I like your tour and listen to how one of the kids I'm training and I'm talking to people here. I have many children behind the camera watching, learning as well. So I train them like this and they speak. I would like to call on Joanna Joshua to come up here and then and take you, show you how to read books and then in accordance to this arrangement. And then that will give us how to speak very effectively. Let's see, Joanna.
Hi guys, my name is Juan Nara Joshua. A new gold Gideon and a new car profession made from the meat, laid side by side and come to where no London bank, said a proud gold penny to the humble please penny. Don't come near me, go away and stay in your company of your own kind. You are only made in cheap brown copper, but I'm made of valuable shiny gold. Nobody will care much for you, but I shall go out in the world, and everybody will admire me, wants to possess me, and I shall pass into the hands of rich and famous lords and ladies. I shall do great deeds, and who knows, the pure gold which I'm made of will be part of a royal crown. Thank you.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, step aside like this first. Step aside here, or anywhere here. Step aside here. Now you watch it. She was speaking, and then she made mention of the word like match. She never said much. She said match. I took note of it. Why? Because this is okay. This is or is a. You can imagine that. This is or a. And this one is a. These are somehow they somehow sound alike somehow. Right? Or then this okay, fine. This especially this one with this one. Ah, 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 ah. As in maybe cat. Or cat. 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 Cap. Cap. Right? But this one, as in you see, cat, 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 cap, 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 cap. You see, that's the reason when you watch football, the commentator said, the senior World Cup competition, they made cap. This one, cap, not World Cup. It's not World. It's not World Cup or World Cup. It's World Cup, senior World Cup competition. And then the next is different from this word. It's not wall cup. This is cap. And then this one here is word, not wall. That is the reason she said word, not wall. Wall cup is not wall, it's word, word. And it's transcribed this way. You see, word, air, this air sound, air. We've not gotten to that yet. That's air sound, word. You see? So that's it. So you want to read this, you read. She took note of, she has taken note of all those words because she has learned them seriously in class with me. They have other children that can come up, but we don't have much time anymore because of more things we have to explain right here. Alright. She picked up the key and the pig went from the field for the people. You see what? I would like to call her again to read that passage again, and before she reads that passage, she's going to first of all read this sentence, this very sentence, clearly. Alright? And then you understand how she learned it. And then as she learns it, you understand at the same time, she will read it, the passage again, and you listen to her how she speaks. So that you understand that what we do here is real. Joanna, over to you. No. Yeah, read it. Don't point out, don't worry, they'll see it. Don't just.
She picked up the key and the pig milk from the field for the people.
Good. You see? So if you say people is wrong because the EO here has a short, a big pardon, long vowel sound. So this E sound. It's not pig, it's pig. Right? Like she, not she. Alright? Okay. Now please can you read the passage? Let them hear how you read it.
A new gold guinea and a new copper penny fishes from the meat lay side by side on the counter of a well-known London bank. Said the proud gold penny to the humble penny, "Don't come near me. Go away and stay in your own company kind. You are only made of cheap brown penny, but I'm made of valuable shining gold. Nobody will care much about you, but I shall go into the world and everybody will admire me and want to possess in me. I shall pass into the hands of rich and famous lords and ladies, and I shall do great deeds. No one knows the pure of which I'm made of might go into the path of a royal crown." Thank you.
For listening. Maybe they should be the one to tell you thank you for teaching them. Alright. See, but that's it. I took note of something when she was speaking. She said, come. Come. Use the word come. It's not come, it's come. It's come. Alright. So we move on. We clear all these ones here. In Paris International Show here, we love being real. If she commits errors here, it will show. If any mistake I made to show, we love being real because my class is always real. My class is real. In here, in my center, if you learn using the right diction, and it doesn't take 7 days for a child to change the way he speaks, unless the child is not serious. But any serious child changes the way he speaks, sometimes in 2 days or 3 days maximum in our training. So that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, share our videos, share, subscribe, and then subscribe, share to all your neighbors and friends, your enemies and the church members and colleagues, and we do handle seminars in different organizations like schools. We train children in different schools, train teachers, we train professional like some movie actors, and we train them, and maybe some companies, we train some people in the companies, especially those foreigners coming to Nigeria and they don't know how to use the right dictionary, how to speak English, we train them. We try to do that for them. That's basically our job. That's it. When we go into newscasting, we train them. Now, she said, come. How? This is come. This come. You see? This is famous. I heard when she said famous, not famous. Famous. How? Look at it here. See, famous. This one here has what? A sound. Right? Whenever the letter A here sounds want to sound like A, I have a consonant after the letter A. It's not A, it's rather a sound. Now this OU is not O, is what? A. So A, famous, famous, not famous, right? That's it. Now we proceed. So how to speak very effectively? All right. Next one is to consider, in this topic, we have to consider part of speech. And not just the part of speech, we're going to stresses, right? Stresses. Right? What's a stress? Right. A stress is an extra or additional force added to a syllable. So the extra force you add to a particular syllable, right, will determine, or the kind of word, for example, the part of speech, all right, the part of speech will determine the extra force you add to the syllable. For example, you have a word like, oh, hold on, you are like this word, these numbers rather. So we have here you see? Now give us what we call the rising and falling tone, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right? So that's it. That's exactly the way it is. Now you go to the other one, the word stress is like stress. Watch this. determine, what determines whether you should pronounce the stress mark here, here, or here, and here? How? How do you get that? Now, the word nation has two syllables there. Two syllables. The word nation has two syllables. So we have here name. If you say nation, the first syllable here is name, the second is what? Shun. So nation, nation, nation. So the one you've applied extra force in the pronunciation is what? The first one. The first one there is nay, while the second one is shun. So you have nation, nation. So you've applied extra force, alright, during the pronunciation of the first syllable. You've applied extra force. In that case, you put stress mark here to indicate the one that you have applied more force. Now this one here, we have A here. Alright, now we have here. So this one, shun. The T here is what? Shh. You give it the sound, shh, the sibilant. And then we have this one, the N here. While this one here is not pronounced. Please, if you be a teacher, I know, don't pronounce a word and say it, Sean in English. It's no more. Please, change it. It's nation, not nation. Don't tell the children nation, action, function. It's nation, action, function. Don't say addition and subtraction. Say addition and subtraction. And if you be a teacher, a proprietor, and you want this school to be one of the best in terms of using the right diction, please don't employ any teacher that cannot use the right diction, at least to a certain level of expectation, please. That is speaking so odd, it will rampant to rabbit the work of the phonetic teacher in the school, to rubbish it. Because the teacher comes and says, nation, mention. Additionally, you use this in addition, but the mathematics teacher or the other teacher said, addition. And then they are both role models. So you shouldn't be confused. This one is a teacher. This one also is a teacher. So confusion there. So they have to work in accordance to the way it's supposed to. One way, speak one way, right? And which is the right diction. So you don't bring some teachers to help to spoil it for you. All right. So we have here nation. By the way, before we proceed, we have something like this. Before we proceed in this, look at this. We have pronunciation. All right. Pronunciation. Now, this pronunciation here, we have this one here. R's. Okay. Yeah, the one downward is second, the stress mark. Right? This is stress mark. This is stress mark too. Now, it used to indicate a syllable with what?